Hello, welcome to the Solar Eclipse Timer family. Solar Eclipse Timer has been used throughout the world. 2026 marks the 6th solar eclipse that the app has timed for people. It is the original Eclipse talking timer. The app has features to help you set it up, and watching this tutorial is a great start. When you open the app for the first time, you are asked to allow location services and notifications. You must allow these for the app to work. If you did not allow these initially, go to your device settings and in your list of apps, find SET set for Solar Eclipse Timer and allow location services and all types of notifications. Almost every step you take in this app is preceded by a dialog box with instructions. Read these at least the first few times you see them. They will teach you how to use the app. After finishing this tutorial, you need to tap on button number 2 on the home screen to do device notification and audio checks. Simply follow the written instructions and tap the 3 buttons for these tests. Since the app needs to send notifications and talk to you during the eclipse, these 3 tests confirm that your device is functioning properly. You should repeat this test on Eclipse Day. If you are a smartwatch user, the default settings will usually mute notifications from playing out loud on your phone. Change the settings in your watch and on your phone to allow test number 3 to work properly. You must get notifications to play on your phone. Test 3 must work. If you are having trouble, try powering off your watch and do test 3 again and get it to work. If you cannot get it to work, on Eclipse Day, you will have to be extra aware of notifications coming to your watch, or you run the risk of missing Eclipse event announcements. The other option is to not use your smartwatch on Eclipse Day. Next, tap button number 3, App Practice Session. This is a unique and helpful feature in the app. This plays a 4-minute and 45-second video of my 2024 Eclipse site. The video starts 90 seconds before second contact. Totality is fixed at 2 minutes. The contact times can't be adjusted since this just demonstrates how the app will talk you through the most critical time of the eclipse so you don't miss anything. Photographers should use this session to practice their eclipse photography routine. The session timing always resets, so you can practice over and over. This button takes you to the GPS data screen. This is where you see the information about your location and where the app calculates contact times. The 2026 dataset is automatically loaded. Before the eclipse, you can sample different locations along the 2026 path and calculate the contact times. This screen shows the contact times in universal time. The next button loads the contact times into the main timer, but only if you unlocked the 2026 Eclipse by doing an in-app purchase of $1.99 US from your app store. The purchase is done by tapping the button Buy the 2026 Solar Eclipse on the home screen. That button will take you to your app store to complete the purchase. You need an internet connection to do the purchase. Purchasing the 2026 dataset is a one-time charge. This is not a subscription app. But this is a key feature of the app. The contact time calculations are done in the app. So from this point forward, the app will work for you on Eclipse Day even if you don't have cell service. When practicing before the eclipse, the main timer displays the time for your location. If you want to display your actual eclipse day times, you need to change the system time to the time zone of your planned observing location. When practicing and loading times, if you want to quit practicing, you have to stop the app from timing or you will get notifications. The way you stop the app is by tapping the stop icon on the top banner of the main timer screen. On Eclipse Day, when you get into the path, you should do a device sound check. Your phone should have switched to the local time and you will be ready in a few taps. Tap the number 4 button to time the eclipse and get to the GPS data screen. Tap the button to get your GPS location. Tap the button to recalculate your contact times, and tap the button to load the times into the main timer. At that point, the app is armed, timing, and working. There is not a start button. Once you load times, the app starts timing. Just wait for the notification to open the app for first contact. On Eclipse Day, after the eclipse is over, you need to tap Stop to stop the timer. Otherwise, you will begin getting notifications the following day. The app is not date specific. It would time the eclipse every day. The Hear All App Statements button is a practice session that loads an entire eclipse sequence but eliminates the time between C3 and C4. So it plays every app announcement, including all the partial phase phenomena announcements, in real time. It takes 1 hour and 10 minutes to play them all. The last button takes you to a screen with information about my Eclipse book and a link to my website. You should visit my website for news about app updates, links to download helpful documents that supplement the app, and more information about my unique Eclipse book. Let's review the main timer screen. Once you load your contact times, the main timer screen displays them. You can adjust the contact times. This is important if you need to adjust the second or third contact time due to the lunar limb altering the contact time at your site. There is a button to take you directly back to the GPS data screen to check your data or update your location. The Save Site Data button takes you to an area of the app where you can log information about your site and save that information with a file name. There are empty fields for you to type information. The contact times and coordinates are automatically saved along with the information you added. When you open a site that you previously saved, you can load that site into the timers with one tap. Your saved sites become a list accessed by tapping Save Sites on the bottom banner. The button on the main timer screen labeled Partial Phase Image Sequence Times is a unique feature. This is the only app in the world that does this. When you have an eclipse loaded, this feature automatically provides 10 clock times between C1 and C2 and 10 clock times between C3 and C4 that are equally divided up. If you take a partial phase image at each of these 20 clock times, you end up with a perfect eclipse sequence. You can download a blank worksheet from my website to write down your times. Let's review the settings screen. On top, you have the choice of toggling the label on the main timer screen from reading local time to reading universal time. This is only a label change. It is useful for astronomers who want to time the eclipse in universal time. Mute movie sound turns off the audio track of the video that plays in the practice session. The app statements still get announced. The Path of Totality button takes you to a screen with some basic points about positioning for an eclipse. Photographer's mode is a special mode that I worked on with the late Fred Espenick before the 2024 eclipse. You toggle it on here. The mode does not play any of the partial phase phenomena announcements. It announces only times and has additional times announced that are useful for an eclipse photographer. The main timer screen displays that this mode is enabled. You can download a PDF document from my website with the list of times so you can write down notes about chores you want to do at certain times during the eclipse. The button for old eclipses takes you to the list of old eclipse datasets. These still function for calculating contact times and loading them for sites along the path for those eclipses, but the adjust buttons are disabled. The app also includes an extensive help file. Of course, I highly recommend that you get to the Path of Totality to see a total eclipse. But for those who only can see a partial eclipse, the app will allow you to time the partial eclipse when only first contact and fourth contact can be calculated. Announcements are adjusted for the depth of the partial you will witness. The About screen has hyperlinks to my website, YouTube channel, and my email address for questions. Visit my YouTube channel for eclipse educational videos. Consider buying my eclipse preparation book. Have a great eclipse. Thank you for your support.